Not one is to many. I think it should be many to one also. So how I would like to take it forward is, yes, virtualization. We have almost 120 products, as I told you, in terms of virtualization, cloud, and many other products which we have across our solution. So how it is going to benefit our customers? Obviously, as Mr. Das and Mr. Some of our guest has told that there are a lot of government projects, e-government projects which are coming up. Government is taking a lot of initiatives. So a lot of the projects are there, but I would think that if the projects are there, then obviously the IT, hardware, software solution revolves around those projects, and you need to buy all those hardware. So a lot of hardwares, but how will you control? So to control that, obviously you need a larger deployment needs a virtualization solution, where you are planning to have a larger deployment. After virtualization, you consolidate and bring it to a small setup. So basically the virtualization revolves around consolidation, maybe from many to few or few to many. So we have a product called VMware vSphere, which we use for server consolidation. Then we have solutions which is revolving around end user device, end user virtualization, that is the desktop virtualization. Today you have a lot of devices which has come up, the handheld devices, iPads, Galaxy Pads. With those instruments, with those I would say the objects, or I would say instrument, how will you connect to your official domain with security, with anytime accessibility, anywhere, any place? It's all about virtualization. So virtualization brings in the devices closer. Wherever today you are in Calcutta, tomorrow you might be in US, but you want to log into your domain. How you can do it? You can do it with your iPad after virtualization. So virtualization, why do we do virtualization? That is a biggest question. Virtualization leads to, I would say, saving cost in terms of OPEX and CAPEX, both. Companies today, a lot of SMEs, a lot of large enterprise, government initiatives has been already taken on a centralized level. We have a couple of installations in government in north. East is yet to pick up. We are now getting more and more closer to a lot of government projects where we are speccing into a lot of tenders. So I would like to have a few questions from your side revolving on the virtualization. What is virtualization all about? Why it is required? So if anybody has any question, they can ask me right now. Any questions? I hope I'm not talking anything out of subject.
Something about VMware as a global corporation, how large it is.
Okay, yes, thank you, sir. Today VMware is a $6 billion organization worldwide. Our Indian headquarters is from Bangalore, and worldwide headquartered from US. We are today the I would say leading virtualization brand compared to our closest competitions, and we have almost 84% of market share in server virtualization, and almost 40 to 42% on desktop virtualization. And we have just begun giving infrastructure solutions to our cloud service providers like Terramark, a couple of other people are there for who's providing service as a cloud, maybe infrastructure as a service, platform as a service, software as a service. So all these things, put together, we provide solution on different products that we have. vCloud Director for the cloud. We have security, which is vShield on the cloud service, as well as we have vShield is again, cloud is again divided into a couple of other segments of products. So we have Gemfire, we have a couple of other software View, which is used for desktop virtualization. So overall, if you see, we provide the total virtualization stack to our customers today. To name a couple of large enterprise, today we have ITC, NIC, Peerless, ABP, all these are our customers using our products. Why virtualization? Anybody? I am willing to answer this question. Any question from your side? Any hint why virtualization? I want to make this session interactive. Please support me.
You want one physical system, you can have multiple operating systems, multiple systems.
You're right, sir. Obviously. Yes, with virtualization, what do you achieve? With virtualization, what we say, you achieve two things. One is obviously the cost, and one is obviously the manageability factors that generally a lot of IT heads are preferring for virtualization today. Cost by two ways, direct, indirect. Direct cost is on the capex side, where we insist our customers, say for an example, a customer is willing to deploy a project where he wants to buy 20 servers. He has projected that he wants to buy 20 servers. Why? He wants to run 20 applications. So where we come into a picture that when we pitch into that customer, we say you do not have to buy 20 servers for your 20 applications. You just need to buy 2 servers. And rest our virtualization solution will do. You want to create 20 servers, you want to create 40 servers, out of that 2 physical servers, you can do that. So this way he saves capex, which is the capital expenditure. So I think a lot of government initiatives are coming into this, saving capex cost. Talk about the OPEX. Generally on the operating cost. So if an IT manager has 20 physical servers to manage, say this is a small setup, say a big setup. Talk about any large enterprise, say ITC. We have a large corporate in Calcutta, that is ITC. They have at least 140-50 servers. So think of the scenario where the system administrator who manages 150 servers physical, it's a mammoth task for him to manage those servers. So what we have given them the solution, 150 servers has been consolidated into almost 15 odd servers. So managing 15 servers with virtualization and giving the same output without any bottleneck in the performance of the applications. Just think about this scenario. Cost of saving space, data center. Earlier they used to have somewhere around 15 to 20 racks. Now they have 3 to 4 racks, including the network rack. So these are the scenarios which generally create enthusiasm to have more, I would say, managed data center with a lot of customers. Any other question?
Yes. How is virtualization effective for an SME organization, and what is the minimum cost involved in getting it virtualized or on a global platform, having kind of a CRM system where people can work on their systems and servers from outside office as well?
Okay. See, there's an SME customers we are addressing totally in a different format. I don't say that SME customers, you must have what we say SME means somewhere around they are using minimum 2 to 10 servers, okay, physical servers. So that is what, am I right?
Yes, but it can be even a smaller office as well. So what is the minimum cost involved? Where can somebody see that, within his office capacity, how can somebody think of getting into that kind of a platform which is virtualization?
So in that case, what we say, if you have minimum 1 or 2 server, very small organizations starting, probably we do not have a solution across for that need. But obviously, when a person is starting, they can get into the cloud services. They do not have to buy the servers, these desktops or the applications even. They can take it as infrastructure as a service. They can take it as software as a service. Software can be of anything, maybe any application, maybe Oracle database, maybe mailing solution from Microsoft Exchange, or maybe mailing solution from even our product, which is Zimbra. So everything is available today at pay-as-you-grow model. Okay? Have I answered your question?
Not completely. Like, what is the cost involved? What is the minimum cost involved? And
See, I cannot tell you the cost right now because it depends on a lot of parameters. Okay? Cost can only be considered once I freeze on the solution. So we have not talked about the solution right now.
and is virtualization possible for a BPO setup? As well?
Yes, I can give you an idea. We say our customers, you save 50% on capex. Generally, the trend is 50% on capex and approximately 30 to 40%, 45% on OPEX. So this is the cost benefit we derive. There is a cost per application portal within our website where any customer can go and access that website, and they can give their credentials of their data center, how many physical servers they have, and they can arrive at a cost per application where it will show what is the benefit that he is arriving at. What maybe 50%, 40%, all these figures, facts and figures will be there. Any other questions? So I think I have done with my time. Pardon? Okay.